What's up, boys and girls? JD here for the next episode of JD Plays All the Mods Expert Mode. And I've been doing some work on the base. It's nighttime. I've been cooking up clay as quickly as I can. I've got lots of hemp and stuff growing outside, but I've done a lot of work downstairs. And I've made a second furnace. I've already cooked up quite a bit of stone and things to make our calculator, and we're going to get on that very quickly. But first, I'm going to kind of show you guys what I've done so far and show you some discoveries that I have made towards positive things. So I've got an underground farm full of hemp growing. And how I did that is I actually am channeling the water from the farms above down into here. But not only that, I can underground here use my strainer base. The strainer base is down one block lower than the little catch here that I just installed. And as long as water is flowing over it, it will function. So this is all functional from under the ground now. And I can continue to build as many of these little farm plots as I want to hold all the crops that I want. And this is going to be a massive flax field when I'm done with it. And I've begun fusing dirt down here underground where I can set up underground mob pens. It feels really good to be playing a world that actually has a world in it rather than a Skyblock world. I think I was just kind of getting burned out on Skyblock. So, with that said, there are some things that I still need to be able to go up top and get, and there are some things that I will want to do very soon once I can go back outside because it's not nighttime. For the immediate time, let's eat some toast, because we can. And let's look in the great book and see what's coming up for us. So, back in chapter 1, towards the end, we were told, to start making better tools. And that eventually we wanted to get to reinforced tools. That's where we're at now, is working on reinforced tools. And for that, we were going to need a calculator. And that calculator is right here. Now, I don't know what this crafting calculator is all about. Which one is it that we need? That's interesting. Let me... Reinforced stone right here. So for this, we need a calculator, this kind. I don't know what the other calculator does, but anyways, all right, it just says a calculator. So I'm going to trust it. I'm going to ignore this crafting calculator, and we're going to go with this. So for this, we're going to need, like I said, 5 stone, a stone gear, or a basic gear, some calculator assemblies, and some screens, or a screen. So let's get started first off with the basic gear. Now, I should have some sticks and some other stuff. I accidentally left them down here when I was cleaning out my bags, but that's okay. Come grab these. Got some stone right here that we're going to want. I think that's the majority of what I'm going to need from down here. But if we have to come back, so be it. Alright, so we don't want to do this piece quite yet. What we want to do first is it like this, maybe? Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Basic gear. All right, so there's that part done. Next thing that we want to work on for the calculator is the screen. This is stone and glass. Now I've got glass made right here. Glass is made as normal. Just cook yourself some sand. So we'll put stone around it, and that gives us our screen. Boom. And we'll just kind of pseudo-craft this. In fact, we won't pseudo-craft this. I'm a liar. What we will do instead is we're going to make a new little handy-dandy device that I did not realize was in this, but it makes me very happy that it's in this, if it works the way it used to. We're going to make a sign and a crafting table. If we take a sign and a crafting table and put them together, crafting stick on a stick. Crafting table on a stick. So we can now craft wherever we're standing. We don't actually have to go to a crafting station to do it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Now, the next thing we need are calculator assemblies. We need 2 of these. And each of these takes a group of buttons times 4 groups of buttons right here. So we need 6, 12, 18, 24 times 2, so 48 stone buttons. So let's make those real quick. Ba-na-na-na. Swipe those around like so. Bam. All right, now that's not all we're going to need a little bit more stone than what we've got right here. So let's get some of our, lovely stuff. Now these guys, these lignite coals, they cook 5 apiece. And these guys cook 27 apiece. I'm just going to cook 27, but I'm also going to toss in 5 to cook because reasons. So let's go ahead and throw these in there. Mostly because it'll just be a little bit quicker. While that's going on, we're going to make another machine that comes from the book. So once this is done, we're going to have the calculator. We're going to be able to start working on reinforced stuff. That's great. But chapter 2 says it's time to start metallurgic. I can't even speak. Metallurgic. Or metallurgic? I don't remember. Anyways, machinations. And so what it's going to want us to make is a grindstone and a master axis. These are part of the Crossroads mod. So it says, naturally, now that we have a simple brick and furnace, our next goal is to acquire iron ingots. This will be no easy task, however. Tin ore stands no chance against our furnace, but copper and iron are a different story. To get started with copper processing, we will need to dive into the Crossroads mod. First, we will need a master axis, a grindstone, and 3 tin gears, and a hand crank to begin crushing the copper ore into dust by hand. To operate, hold right-click with the hand crank in front of the gear, on the front gear. Okay, so we can go ahead and make the grinder now. That takes brick and sharpened flint. And if you look right here, we've got the brick. And if you look right here, I've got the sharpened flint. So we can just toss this into here. And bam, there's our grindstone. Okay, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. For now, I'm going to take this downstairs. I'm just going to set it off over in, let's put it, say, in this corner. Bam. We'll come back for the rest here in a bit. Now, how are we doing up here? You're doing wonderfully. I'm so proud of you. Boom. Boom. Okay. Click here. And I believe we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then there's one of those. We need 2 more stone. Should be able to grab those from these now. There we go. Okay. So repeat the recipe, plus it in. There we go. All right. So at this point, we're only missing, I think, a little bit of stone. Yeah, we need 4 more stone above what we have right now. There's 2. Come on. Come on. Faster. There we go. All right. So this is going to get us all of our stone. Pop these in. This, the gear, and the screen. And we've got a calculator. And you'll notice that this thing starts with 100 RF power for us to use. So what's next? Well, next comes compression. We need to take a bunch of this stuff. Really? Did you? All right, so we've got some of that. Let's head outside. I've got some, my door automatically closes now. Yay. Let's come over here and harvest our fields. We'll mess with all that in a minute. I want to get some leather before I call it a day today. And I also need to get a good amount of wood. So let's come over here and see about slaughtering us a cattle. Hello, Mr. Cattle. Did you drop me some leather? You did. All right, so with that now in hand, I want to quickly make a little bit of paper and a book. And this will be used here in just a bit. Now we need wood. All right, that's the goal right now. So let's get some wood. So what we want to try to make now is a reinforced pickaxe. That's the next tier in crafting, or in harvesting for us. Reinforced pickaxe takes 3 reinforced stone with some sticks. And to get reinforced stone, we've got to combine wood piles with compressed cobblestone. So the more wood we can get right now, the better off we are, because it's going to take 4 wood for every batch of reinforced stone we want to make. And just like we're currently making tools out of flint, we're going to want to make a lot of these. Oh, there's a beehive somewhere nearby. There it is. Right, try not to get too close and get stung by the bees, JD. Be smart here. I think while I'm out here, want to go ahead and pick up some black dye. Is this a black lotus, huh? What is this? Does this give me black dye? It does. Beautiful. Take that. All right, so we're going to try to harvest as much wood as we can before this axe breaks. But that's pretty much, I've done all the other stuff outdoors I want to do at the moment. I might grab some more leather just for more books, but I don't know yet. I need to set up a couple of cows for breeding so that we don't ever have to worry about finding some down the road, you know what I mean? Having a pair of breeding cattle. Very nice, very nice. There's plenty of wildlife around in this mod. There's no lack of wildlife from what I've seen. All right, how much wood is that? So 33. Let's try to get a little more, and then we'll get back in there and get back to work and try to make ourselves some reinforced tools. What's up, Jake and the Fat Man? What's going on, Master B645? I got a little burned out with my Project Ozone World. Something about the sky map and Skyblock, and I got a little burned out with Erebus, to be honest. My world corrupted as well, so that wasn't any nicer. I mean, I probably could have recovered the world if I really put a lot of effort into it, and I would have lost a lot of progress, which would have screwed up the Let's Play series. But I could have recovered it all. Frankly, I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm already feeling a little burned out on this, so I don't want to keep doing it, and decided to switch over to this pack instead. Alright, so let's head over to the base. Now, I think this is like only the first time I've ever actually built my base inside of a village, by the way, so that's kind of also adding to the fun factor for me in this one right now. So I have a second strainer base sitting right down here by all this hemp, or flax, I'm sorry. That's helping me to gather a lot of materials as well. But these flax, you know, I had a full field of cotton, and then I tested out hemp as well, and the flax just blows everything out of the water for string production. Unless there's something I'm missing about cotton or hemp. I mean, obviously I'm going to grow hemp for immersive engineering, because we'll need the hemp for that. But as far as string production goes, don't waste your time on cotton. Just grow flax. It kills the competition. And you don't have to sit there and replant it every time like you do cotton. Cotton's pretty weak, to be honest. Alright, so take all of our flax seeds real quick downstairs and let's get them planted. And no, the episode is in progress right now. I just don't have chat showing on the screen because I had some trolls earlier that were harassing my daughter as she was in here with me while I was doing an episode, and so I haven't turned it back on since. Alright, now what I would like to craft is a couple of things. First off, let's go ahead and get a bunch of these things made. Let's do 9. How many? We'll do 10 of them for now. We'll just do them all. Why not? Alright, so we've got a bunch of compressed cobble. We've got a bunch of applewood oak. Let's take our calculator, right click, and just put these things in here together. And we're going to make all 11 of these reinforced stones. Boom, done. Now, how much RF did that use? That took us down to 89 RF. So every usage of this to craft one of these is going to cost us 1 RF. So we'll be able to make 100 with a single calculator. Now, I'm bad about losing things, so there's my calculator. I'm going to hang it on that drying rack for right now. With that done, I can now take this and I can make my first reinforced stone pickaxe. And this, I think, can mine the heavier materials like iron and stuff that are out here. Let's go find out. Yes, so we can now mine iron. Huzzah! That's awesome. Beautiful stuff. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time out here, although, you know, getting some more iron would be nice. So now that I'm able to pick up iron, can I already smelt it is one of my questions. Let's see. Now this is a quartz grindstone. I need to look at what it takes to make one of those. Enrichment chamber, purification, dissolution, crusher, icerator, blast furnace. There's so many ways to process ore now. It's just silly. Alright, we'll come back. Let's see. Grind. We got this quartz grindstone. Disabled. Okay, I figured based on the other path they were trying to take us, I was like, it doesn't make much sense that that would actually exist in this if they're wanting us to do this other thing, because those two things are kind of like competition to each other, you know what I mean? Why would I make this one? I can make that, and that one's so much easier. Alright, we've also got access now to this other rockhound mining stuff. I don't know what these things do, but I know they exist, and I know I'm going to go ahead and mine them up. And this pick is so much nicer, man. So much faster. Great durability. I'm very happy to have this pick going now. And we'll just stick a torch back here because I make, what is that, bauxite? I don't think I need that right now. All right, so with this guy's a grindstone, right? We can grind him down, but we need a hand crank, I think, or something, right? Where does this come from? Crossroads. Let's look that up. Cross, right here. Okay, so what? This is a hand crank right here. So I need a piece of cobble, a lever, and some sticks. All right, we can handle that. We can handle that. So boom and boom. That gives me my lever. I need this, a couple of sticks, and a piece of cobble. There we go. We got a hand crank. All right. Let's see. Can we immediately begin hand cranking? How's it work? How's it work? Oh, I think we need the other piece, right? So yeah, that's right. All right. So we've got that, but we need this, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna need these gears that go on top, and we're gonna crank the gear here on the axis, which is gonna cause this to turn, which is gonna cause this to turn, which is gonna get us our. So we've got to find 10. That's the new goal, is to find 10. And that's what I'll be aiming for probably in the next one. Now there's a couple of other things that I want to make during this episode though. So let's take a look at what those are. I've already kind of begun gathering the materials for this. So let's get some wood. And let's make ourselves a chest. And a crafting table right quick. And then I want to take those, I want to combine those two together with this book. And this is probably my favorite crafting table in the game. This is a work table. I'm actually going to take this downstairs for now. And we'll set it up because I don't know where my warehouse or anything like that's going to go yet. But for now, let's just put it right here. Why not? So this thing is amazing because as we build things in this, it's going to remember what we've built for us. So if I come in here and I put these in, and it actually has an inventory so I can come off of it and not have my items go everywhere, which I love, right? So once I build something in it, it'll actually show over here, and I can right-click that and lock it and say, hey, I want you to remember this recipe for me, and it will. So let's clear this right quick, and then let's put it like this, and then this, and then this. Yes, okay, so this is a bookshelf. Okay, so if I take... I'm trying to remember how this one works. I think it's like this. I think we take this, and then what we're building is a fancy workbench. Okay, this right here, fancy workbench. So we'll need this, and then we need to grab a feather. So let's go grab a feather. Here's a feather. And this is very similar to what I made right here. It's got some slight differences to it. Let's go ahead and pull out one. We'll need some more of these. 2, 3 of these, just because I want to test something with this. Let's get this made, and we're going to take this, this, and this, and then a piece of this black dye, and one of these feathers. Is that it? Is that how it works? Oh, it's slabs. Sorry, clear this. We're going to need slabs. So, there we go. Down, put that back. That back. No, not there. There we go. This and this. There we go. And then we get a fancy workbench. Okay, cool. Now how this one differs from this one just remembers the recipe, right? It's there. Congratulations, you win. So with this guy, it's a little different. This one will also remember recipes, and it also has an inventory inside of it. But it will only remember recipes that are stored in it with a schematic, a book. And the cool thing about this one is you can actually increase its memory capacity by adding additional bookshelves to it. So there's a left bookshelf and a right bookshelf. Now, they didn't quite place the way I intended for them to place. That's okay. I'll make an axe here in a second and correct that. But yeah, they work. So let's actually make our axe. So you can see that this is going to work like so. But it's just, it's not quite as nice as the other one. And for some reason, this one is not letting me put things in its inventory. I don't know why. I'll play with that one in a minute. This one's my favorite, though. This is the one that I really love. It's just, this has always been one of my favorite work tables. It comes from forestry. And yeah, I guess you can't make these. You can make these, but wow, you can't make it. Reinforced axe. I am infusticated. I can make reinforced pickaxe. I can make one out of quartz. But no reinforced axes. That's kind of... Wait, what is this? Reinforced axe right there. Oh, it takes... Nice. They don't charge you as heavily for those. I can dig that. It only takes a single reinforced stone to make an axe. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's go ahead and make a shovel. I do want to keep that recipe. Replace this with this. And then click this off. And let's go ahead and make this with this. Nope, this, yes. And there's us an axe. All right, so we've got reinforced tools now. And I'm probably going to end up moving all of this stuff, but... Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. I'm pretty sure these bookshelves place based on the way you're facing, but I can't remember. Let's just move the whole thing real quick. We put a bookshelf there. And we'll put a bookshelf there. We'll chop this up, choppy choppy. And we'll put a bookshelf there. So it's got this front slot that is in internal memory. So this is storage, this is storage, this is storage for recipes. That's right, that's why. This is not an internal storage. I'm dumb. We can take this, pop this in there. It wouldn't work a second ago because I was using the wrong recipe. Bam, it works just fine. So I was just being stupid, by the way. If I had a book, I could put the book there and I could memorize this recipe and store it in here and just use that book whenever I wanted to. So now we've got, you know, I've shown you 3 new workbenches. I've shown you the handheld crafting table on a stick. We've got the work table that lets us store various recipes. And we've got the fancy workbench that lets us store recipes via schematics. These are not all of them. There's a whole lot more, but those are the ones that I'm working with right now. So what's next for me right now in the mod pack is I need to go and get a bunch of tin to make these tin gears. And I need to be able to make, it looks like 4 total. 1 for the master axis, and then 1 for the outside of each of these machines, because it looks like we can place them somehow. Not sure how on that. We're going to find out. And then, or maybe this is just a graphic thing, I don't know. But it says we need 3 tin gears, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3. And then we'll need to find some diorite to craft this machine with. From that point, we'll be into chapter 2 and we'll start being able to do ore processing, I believe. So we'll see how that goes from there. Anyways, we're at a little shorter episode today. You know, normally my episodes run close to an hour. I'm trying with this Let's Play to do the 30-minute thing. I featured my son in the first 2 episodes, and I'll probably continue to do that with some of my kiddos. Hopefully that doesn't bother anybody, but you know, if it does, too bad for you. Don't watch me, because it's a way that I get to spend some time with my kids, and that makes me happy. The farm is coming along nicely, as you can see. So let's check on, I think at the start of the episode, these little strainers, they work really rapidly. I mean, I've already gotten, look at this. Getting material out of here, it's quick. It's nice to have this set up for gathering those base materials. I'm never really going to have to go out, at least not anytime soon, and dig up sand and et cetera, et cetera. I'm just going to be able to come pull it out of my strainer. The flax is absolutely the way to go for, I mean, look how much string I've gathered just in that little bit of time. It's absolutely the way to go for string gathering. And then just take it. Perfect. 6. See, this is what I hate about this one. As soon as I come off of it, everything falls out. Anywho, guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button. Click the little bell icon if you want notifications of when I put my next video up. I don't know if I'm going to have any ARC episodes this week or not. I might do a bunch of ARC tomorrow, which would be Sunday for me, which you guys probably won't see this for a few days. So we'll see on that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying all the mods. It's a little bit newer mod pack than Project Ozone 2. When Project Ozone 3 comes out, I will jump back into that and give that one a run for its money. But I wanted to get to 1.10 mods. I really would like to get on 1.12, but I haven't seen any good expert packs for that yet. So that's it for me. You guys be good to one another, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.